enti anumre kame ho na ye nyi onyankopon aye me pa chojuma de friend the final point ye the bro Monday to Thursday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. ye tena say John my Ghana ho anumre ho to say yes weekend na wa wonte men kame nte won kame gidi samu ina mo ho ye yankopon tina ne munchi obi bia say anumre odi na fidie na to top 103.1 final point e bra so aye din komo en komo ni doso. But social media eboa I say nipa bi ekoso wo Bono region ho no. So say after Nanajima Badu normal kese akese a wo ye wo doma ema kro no mu ye kama no. Ukosunya ne side wo so e frekuma ekro bi dumasia. Na nkoso hina wo ho enkonya oyi. Hey. So wo hwe police station a one person wasidiama krona wa hu kroketwa bio anka boni pa nhede ni musa kram ye wo fom bado kohwe police station nkoso hini yasia wow ano ode na udu krom na mfuturo ni ho akoye se wakọ amanone na wakọ cottage bi na tun say yes yesi kremu efe yede efe kan se mabese yede yiye kan se wakase kremu efe yiye we ya magana fo bi ni mai convince say ye ka se ye ma ahemfo emra ya mamuo mu no enke bi e beboa ye the powers ni bi mo mo a I say kromu hofo no eti ahemfo no chan ye mpanifo executives na ye de o minor show mo nsa no oni me nya adwen sa na mom ahemfo binum so de galamsey djuma ahyo mo akoma mu ma ye jisika ni gu ye botom say ya any lectures akese profa akese no mo kan enso bibia nkosa ye ji galamsey sika no mine say na yetu galamsey omukro mu aye basa ede na musu afiri sa ahemfo nketwa we say ho no ko na nimu no yitu na nka say sorry ye bedi hu komo na ya hwe ye na ese ye nye sa no ma we na ebetimi akoso de am my Ghana na what did akoso say yes ya ban Ghana Black Stars qualifiers AFCON no yentimi mo ha say biem na ye ina ye de ye ni brekosi empanifo so say enti de na na mo ye sika bebreba mo sakan enti mo ntimi ansese ye party ana ye nam Togo ye pacho ye nam Cote d'Ivoire ye pacho so mo mai ba bi nsi akan keke ni ngwa se be ni Ghana pa football nation pa ni hey sana so debut enye sabana nye na afamudi o emmom omampai na dodan kwakufu ado na busuafo ye bia ye fra ne Calvin oforiata ena ye de contract bi ma no se nkonsiesi Accra Sports Stadium ena AC Sports Stadium na sika ne se de etie nie enso yehu but on the more serious note yakoye se na dodan kwakufu ado bi o diska kwahye bi apart from free senior high no any some school buildings bi a OCC na akwan bi aya bebre ye kwa o can he say na what can he say so check here March 18, 2029 they release sika 6 million Ghana cedis Edema Calvin oferiata sen confan call Accra Sports Stadium monko sese ho enwachi no on June 18, 2020 Calvin oferiata ye sen release sika 10 million Ghana cedis Edema ne say on san fan call Accra Sports Stadium ho abiem on March 10, 2021, Kevin Oforiata Kroye, yes, I'm on 4 million Ghana cedis. Sir, on some fan call Accra Sports Stadium, Hobie. On May 27th May, rather, 2022, Kevin Oforiata Kroye, yes, I'm on 4 million Ghana cedis. Sir, on also on fan court. Esipon Sports Stadium. And also Ankusi baby asa. And December 29, 2023, another 6 million Ghana cedis. And also on San Franco Esipon Stadium. In fact, on and on and on and on. But say sika we na akọ na yentima fan siesie na ene ye kwosre park bi na yakobobo wo so a na akwese oman na ye koye ana se ye baaye. To be honest, aya mo menka no kre ewo kye ye ho. I say yes sika okrom ha too much. Yes sika okrom ha ye nya results papa bia. Ebia ne galamsey metro sika ye dey share the fighting of galamsey mu a ye nhye dey nya positive result bia ene ye be free ankran na ye obia omokwa koshia na for more far adwen how to stop. And I believe say it's not about ankran ideas or modeba, it's about more mutu no munjai. And we know say a lot of them are politicians, more mutu no, a lot of them are politicians. And you know ye ka say munjai na say omampanyi ye willing so obema mojaya obema mojai. But I don't know what actually is going on. Well, Mami kwa humano suna meaning komo we say mra 32 minutes after 7. And ye ne Dr. Fred Awal, NDC spokesperson on sports development. Ebe din komo. I was still saying you know. Okay, so NDC manifesto on sports development, the innovation and plans that John Dramani Mahama Edeman second term. Doc Ebedi Hong Kong live on top 103.1. My name is Kwabena also Ajima the governor. Mame kwa masuna meni Adumba Uwa eni komo MPP stalwart. Adumba Uwa bibi aboko there to say. Na obrane de ye na say obi na born enyum meni na mu obrade madrechi meni na mu
so yeah two MPP for moment it's yes
but first, my mini comes out we say. We interested pan say MPP boko position. Ama NDC about power. We if I saw ben na wo say Edumba wo be free so.
I mean simple. A confirmed from nowhere, baby politicians, all my hijacking party, they have no respect for people finding fathers. And they have no respect. When they don't have no respect, at the same time, so and
but unim sempa ni for bu baby say won search be your da enti say won say yem so ya we
Ghana first before political parties.
Yes, a bit about say unyo okay with Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo administration, but the bad Dr. Baomi administration that would be super. So
the value is the same. The value is the same because almost two abandoned you catch almost say 20% reshuffle in order for peace to prevail. They refuse to listen. Maybe I have to abandon I consider even one person. Obi kwa no kan woman 24 hours so on free office. I didn't agree I didn't. Sorry, I didn't party no. Because before first time call your reshuffle. And Obi aka Obi a. What you buy house you don't believe in reshuffle. Oh yeah, only family and friends. And you go say go you and your family and friends. Some tomorrow and the digital party no. You try on you shame massa na ma won koso. Family and friends no. You take entertain vote for Akufo-Addo, a vote for Baumia is a vote for Akufo-Addo. As simple as that, and we will not accept it.
Maybe that Okasa in Ayame no one because Obakaya 2008. Yes, vote for John Mills is vote for Jerry Rollins. But I'm happy, sir.
I'm happy, sir. When Akufo-Addo na invented Baumia, I don't know what say. For nowhere, no time no be able to see your console.
Nyabutre. The late John Mills. Swedro declare no I saw and say we ni me don't buy so many. No cry ya son in Sakura said Jerry Rollins didn't neighbor say wait and I me don't buy so many cry. Oba no one tell the Jerry Rollins or kind. And how didn't I would say Akufo-Addo the Baumia
band the whole thing is say Baumia Bawumia Akufo-Addo and the Queen answer our agenda. Bawumia just a issue where they're clean and you may be on person because the PNY just a person Bawumia the president. Bawumia is the only person they can use to block everybody. And we will not accept that. Bawumia only junior in politics. And they have failed to recognize that. And that is why some of us will not support him. I will not support him. Okay, but make sure US. So go back to the US politics. Senators and the congressmen, they have come to the platform to campaign. Say, and I say, I'm going to be the platform for the general a campaign. Obama say, I'm Trump will be president. It doesn't mean so many Republicans. I mean, I'm person Ghana, this our politics to be bad. We are tears here. It doesn't mean so many people. We have to be, but I mean, try man go for me and disrespect here. No one had that party. No, we will not do that. We will not accept that. I want people to get that into their head. You have been following US journalists, follow the US politics. For the first time, our Republicans, a teenage platform, so say, I am playing my Clinton, I am playing my Trump on the president because I am bad. And that is what I feel. That's how I feel. It doesn't mean that I'm not an MPP person. That's a party, that's a three party. You say it's a party when they say, no, it's wrong. To be on car, me, I think that one, make car to show a opposition.
Family and friends.
Yes, stadium, and in Kwasi Akwaba, stadium, they are also. Yeah, and they are banding Ghana because of family and friends. They are banding Ghana, said, get to me more, and look for the man to play the election. The election is over.
And no, family and friends, and a day.
Why can't for that of me? Can't you for that of me? Yeah, bro, party of me. Family and friends. I want to say to you. They are banding Ghana. The youth in all farm hard. Reckless management.
Mabel, are you saying, say, Obi or MPP, NDC, MPP, am I? I do maybe I want to do what over to me. Very well. Are you telling me, say, Obi and another damn Akufo-Addo family are very competent to hold position? Now on for more minor because you need a president in Tino. My man is our position.
And brother, family and friends and family, no. A mom position because they were not given the position by merit. They don't qualify for the position. And you can say about more. You know, question family, but be about family now. Handle to be a poor, reckless management. That is the fact. Check from Keneforiata all the way down. Between the 25 billion, 9 billion. Why? How? I think the cost of 9 billion. Also, we pay over 25 billion. I mean, wait for near share. Some of us, we are ready. Enough is enough.
I don't. NDC take you over from Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Na say your friend say for him the bebo mine na obeko.
Of course, Meko, because they show Ghana. We are this is 10 years old. Make take it 12 years and then the Baba power. Me the man. Almost friend no recognize me. I will say.
This is the promise of the amount.
Oh, be a man the promise, but they have hear about the Dumbewa. Say Dumbewa believe in Ghana, and I know if they can identify me, then they believe in Ghana. If NDC cannot identify me, then they don't have anything for Ghana.
The rate of how are we bitter no, and you're serious.
Well, I need to Ghana first. Yeah, you probably said Dumbewa Mama Kasa Magana. You bet you in India for any China for Ghana. And you must have been sports. Look at the sports. And recently, 200 and something million. 5 stadium. It was a $250,000 61 stadium. We don't even have 1 out of 5. Not even 1. There were 5 stadium. And it was a banner. Anybody saw no one Janon defend the MPP. Oh, say. Oh, good party, no. I didn't know what say. Good party, no.
So when's the last time you met Akufo-Addo?
Oh no. Let's say you are over Kwachu Michelle.
Oh.
Yes, a woman. He knows. He has failed to recognize me. All the sacrifice I have done for him. Me know of a President Akufo. Until they form a doom bear. But me have been President Akufo supporting Akufo-Addo with everything I have. Who man? Can't go back campaign. No need. I am top. First going pick up no Akufo-Addo. Do your salary for the campaign. All the candle and meeting. Official one man cannot make a difference. I think that one will make a difference. That's Antoine Nanimo. And I do in an anime. Or what kind of money?
You know, presidential your friends primaries now MPP for Mokoye, you know. Nipa Bakwa was supporting the pie Kennedy or Hine Japan. And now Kennedy Japan is with Dr.
William Pacho Kennedy, William, they respect him. But the 7 million ordinance. Young MPP asem. And I'm big I can send platform you will be an again. It's young fellas are no query.
It seems that who any good thing under this administration.
This administration, $44 billion. I want to send a 10 monumental project. You know how much is $1 billion? $100 million can do a monumental project in this country. $100 million. Do you know how much is $100 million? They should show me 10 monumental projects in this country after buying $44 billion. They should show it to us. 300 million. They couldn't even do it. After 2 months, near Twaba, and all the machines are everywhere, and I put that away. And what's here, Twaba?
Do you believe in free senior high?
Senior, they're free, senior high. America, the richest country in the world, no. Only free education. Free education, only day students. And the whole world, America, only discussing only for day students. Why? Yeah, for Japan, tall doctors. That's why free seniors. You can do it for day students. Yes, it's possible. But not boarding house. Even America cannot do it. Look at your motorway. Look at your motorway. So, why? What is this?
Now,
8 years.
Now criticizing this government. Now, watch never be a one. Every pacho, just an
in a motorway. Many reckless management, you know. Let me say, Galam say, Tamwa, MPP, NDC, Tamano, 56 lances between Yawa, Atames, and your mama, and over issue here. MPP and issue 1,503. Akwa wadi 1 year, what is our mathematics? You know, those MPP now says, you know. Akwa 1 year. Akwa 1 year. What is for some mathematics? You can know. Oh, but let you tell baby about market. What I say you. What's your problem? Reckless people, reckless management. Why?
Are you calling for change? Ghana has it.
I am sure. All inclusive. My brother, election, I'm sure they'll be happy election. And then record the tour. We're not profit too. But unless you will, no matter what happens, unless you will, the person come around. NDC will get majority. Unless Oh wow, there will be a power sharing between Martin and NBC. May not pressure too. I want to see power sharing in this country. We not shake it one. I don't believe in it. I best I no this is I believe in power sharing, and that is what I'm praying that the Almighty God that I serve grant my wish. We need power sharing in this country. The time has come. President Kufuor, the power sharing in the buy 2000. So that Isa Mobila, Kwabena Pako Shimbu, Aka, any Guzitano. President Kufuor was able to work with everybody. We want to see a government all inclusive, not winner take all. I don't believe in that. That is what is going to happen. History is going to repeat itself in this country. If you have a majority in parliament, they are one of the president. History need a whole. NDC is going to get majority in parliament. And Chamasi is going to endorse NDC. Because if you have a majority and also endorse him. Whatever happens, Alan Chamati will get his 10%. This election, MPP will struggle to get 40%. I bet my life.
In fact, so we share your background now. Obia, one Clinton, one campaign, Clinton paying from America, Juma, oh yeah, and that kind of. I'm not for so I say, okay, so too much. Say, who say CA? If so, or your more position, Boo Ghana has a year. And my pan of you say, I don't question, I'll bet to my year, Mama, my Ghana, and your home.
When we get there, we'll cross it. I don't want people to see what I can do in this country. But when we get there, we'll cross everybody see. Really, my words are my renewal on my life. Okay? At the age of 24, now the workers here 50. I've got 59 years in America. I was the youngest, richest man in America. Go and check my record. You have no idea about the Dumbewa. I'm not just a Dumbewa. My brother, American president, that's not identified. I'm a local say, the foundation, the cover. Who is the back to Ghana? Yeah, we don't honor our heroes. And that is our problem in this country. I'm not talking about.
So all the sectors, who shall have fun and another don't go for the perform.
Let's see, too late. Don't talk about MPP. It's too late. Oh, I said in the area. It's too late. I got 2 months. Now I'm going to answer 2 months. They are done.
What are you surprised about Dr. Bawumia winning this election?
Dr. Bawumia winning this election. NDC will never see power there for the rest of their life. NDC is going to win this election, no matter what happens. But it will be a power sharing between NDC and Alan Shamartin.
But Ghana for whom by your one, you say Ghanaians ever too much.
Yes. And can Ghana, we don't want any future because at the 8 years they are more reckless and corrupt.
You mean you won't stay? Won't Ghana be if Ghanaians at the abandonment doctor?
Yes. You know who's a Ghana? It's not worth dying for. This is a serious motto. It's about future of this country.
Well, Adum, Mamena was said, na.
Mr. Dawa say, Many Juma, Ladumba, Macano Cray, and the quotes and the one and the Cray and Macano.
Minima deport and another Danko Kufado, it's like
I do ungrateful. I do that was say, or your ungrateful. And then my amano, when you want to pray, when you go, I'm doing well ago. Like all of you, when I'm putting a certificate to I'm doing well ago. The security, power of you, the records are there.
Then now we are wrong. Etia Nuntia.
Because everyone doesn't believe in the kind of prayer. And now, on the woman now, let's say, or can't some not challenge you are going for good. Mister, I didn't get support. I will not support. That is my problem. That is my problem. And I'm a kind of crane, you tell me you're square, crane baby. Because me sugar go to that kind of crane. And according to how 2,000 years crana, I'm off for the labor of money. Ghana first, we have to save this nation. This nation can do better. We are better than this. We can do better. Ghana is better than South Africa, but development of South Africa. Look at the motorway. Show me one environmental project in this country after borrowing $44 billion. It will be a memory coma. Enough is enough. Ghana must be free. The quite Japan auto doctrines. All shoes, no, yes, he promised to take them out of the street. But what do you see? What do you see? $44 billion borrowing. Why? And nobody's saying it. I am ready to die for this nation.
I do Mamina was it. Okay, so
open member fight for Ghana. We are doing what we do. But can you do?
So bye bye. Adumba we MPP stalwart and of course former Kennedy Japan campaign team, right? Yes, and then Nicodine Common live on top 103.1 and final point is my name is Kwabena also Ajimai, the governor. My main count 52 minutes after 7. My main count for glow trackers a mom. Now my cadre celebrate our more mene Dr. Fred Awa. Say oh yeah the NDC manifesto on sports and development, of course, the innovations and plans. John Dramani Mahama Woma Ghana Senyakopon ya domino ba. So when you see something like this, you can say he's incoming youth sports minister. When you see something like this, maybe that is obviously 80%. When ye doto Bibiano say manifesto no more. Na nyam kopon di wechi na ala di wechi dia 80% say wabeye na se mu wina wabeye sports minister na ye high. Enti ye betuma ka say bia that chin bi o course ra hima mu ha onka ye na yes. Dog akwa ba net say
boko na mo so
nyam ya dom ye ho ye pa ye ba be din komo na fast sports ho because personally me per sports enti me hu obi a ono so oni sports ana mani age pa ye da se say no me to nsa frewa wabe journey has say so Britain mo member so na ye din komo maka say under this administration ade ba ko ananka I mean unim penifo din komo they will advise you say car enye japade so when you get money don't try to invest in say bia okotoka bi na why because we maintenance ne fu on that kind of but under this administration normal boy near to the sense o team talker a property into talker no hwe so yi pa sika twitwi dia wo tam de akoto car ba ko na no den pa na se wo ye wadwen so de car ne be commercial kra na se wo ma wani ana ho amanfo be se atwi wadi brutal enti na grow trackers akofa trackers bia ba wo krom ha se yemfa emmo ye car no ho na team monitor ba bia wo car na mbia sansem we na menjini ye ka se wo de car ma obi a obetwi wadi na menjini my senior brother or whatever no so daily I mean or work transport be a year man na drivers there were one of my friends say customs for actually driver and car na back na dey the guy na mafi omu bisa na so car na say wo fitting shop not to say they are quite flower for goose I mean yentu aho duty ama customs for actually car esi aflawo yes it dambaye na say ufra aflawo ho ba custom yibi wo ho no actually car na si ho no omu twi disa Dabala, yes, Dabala. Muchi this ain't no. Later, my advice is on corporate tracker also, and then is in the says in the basa. Until you bet man, I control everything on your phone. Or say, don't let driver cheat you again, and don't let thieves steal your car and get away with it. Know where your vehicle and on your phone. Are there any just back on your phone? It is the best and low cost GPS tracker in Ghana as we speak. And use your phone to stop the car. And robbers attack you. I will come. Just leave the car. People, it's say everything on your phone that you can operate it on your phone. No one say or mutuka or jan and afi or obonso moko. Now I operate everything on your phone. Can't best stop you baby will be na omoko ade chan wakwa kofa car na obi empra. Nti bomodia na pesa tracker ni bi fa bo car ho na emwa na normal enkosu eyema. Omo number ni 0244 0244 287-565 and 0246 320-864. Glow trackers, you bebo oka ho ban ama kama obia entimi nye den enwia wo ka enko Israel Multimedia eguso printed t-shirt e de my can say it's only Israel Multimedia and on printed t-shirt ma de koye wear and whatever person won fanya no wia beti my sanche because quality t-shirt and auto e de amam enye t-shirt pe e printed ye key holders ye caps invitation cards flyers posters and labels ye ni na ye djuma ho te efe ye kama oni ye medidwa mpache wo kokomlemne Konkonte Street Freyen 0558 048318 na yenye wajuma ema wonso wani enje ho pa me say wunim Guardian soap the old Guardian soap sa red one na wanko sa senior high school boarding school na so wanko university a ko hostel na so ko ho bi there bi se uko bi nkwada uyusu Guardian soap ba na your friend carbolic soap isan say yes some na is some but dada na a Guardian soap red na very hard epu ahuru kama udi dware a use skin ani ma na ye kama disease bi a wo skin ani ne be clear emo germs bi a wo ani ne be clear udi see normal so a emu ye hwam etie ani kama de ma bomodin na ko pebito ye wo shop bi mu wo Ghana ha sei ba bia ye wo bi uba ye 4 Ghana cedis per champions carbolic or say Guardian dada no a eno na eguso a ye ko maka cho sem ade be ma confidence level akọ high ye se wonum enka ne eye kama na ubetimi aye feel confidence when one obi kasa na won fa won sa enkata wa no eye pep student ene pep student omo aya to the sense okọ shop bia mo supermarket stores bia mo a yaje Ghana ha se yafa obi top pep student e de pesti eyi nka efri wonum ema osia chini ye den u pesti anopa no wa pesti enumre ebeyi enkani na obi anadwo obi didi wia on pesti o kasa gu so a enye me pacho ma wanum nti ma wanum nye hwam me de kura mi ya nka udidi wie bi afansu hohoro wanum udidi wie afa no wawoso wapu wanum anu wa ya bi so enam bi be hihye wosimu later obon se sent na de ma wanum no emwa wadamfo so ntimi nka nchro ba aka say wie na ofri wo kopɛ obon se o srew na o kan wachi asem echi nipa fofo pep student na pesti anopa na numre na wonimu nti kama pa ye wo across the nation store bi mo ba obenya bi ato kama eno achi no onse maka cho ze mekoto fu obi dugu mekam ekade nka me engine boy enti bo modina kopɛ goil de ye na ye dia ye na yasum se twetwe ebo obi a wo engine mense no Togoyo fa yusu baby abeko bia na enye kama live on top 103.1 59 minutes after 7 we ma me break we mo a me ba enkomo no doso me ne doctor esinkonya na yedi enkomo me enko baby
Obakus wouldn't miss our bra panyin na yira seme eno aya ntumi anka o ye bono oba ese chichina wo
konfanko asem mu o bibi pa wo me de se bi nua be ma no ne makasa onse na nsan ya no waka ne sisi ya ne sisi ya enye ne sisi bibi pa e na ekoso me nua be ma no na hoodin asa omware foforo se na ntesa se ahoodin ni ho
na madam fo won kan kire me na se na de we dia ya asem ketu abi
eni owo mu abi aboa no na me waka kire me se de koyi
ene na tiefo obi entie de meka yi ba ma duru biribi a esa oye ho aduru de ma ni je ba no yira wade mu no sate kwa ba ma bi entie ni ye emuaya ne ye simple kra aduru bi was semence ba so asokore mampon ye friend semence vital herbal mixture ni nsu ho ne topa yeso ho na sa aduru ma ma nyina fra na agan sa aduru fra na gan ba ma de wo ya ne sa wo be nom aduru no ba ye adwuma bi ma me se ba ma no aduru fra na gan ya enya na nadu bia wona yiri twisodoku e wo dem ma ma aduru na gano eni hammo wodi ya nsa obenom sa be ma no ma gan na be ma panyini ma no homene so a odi agro ma obabo de nsem ma no be ma wutie me sa gan wo ho a entra ho mo anim nwuase menua no ma gan na di dwuma no ma gan na kejagum sa wo pa memma dura fe na gan bi ato e bi wo so korma mpon sa mense ba so afa ko Fox FM a benya bi ato ene mia eto bibidro ni abrofo dodo no a sa wo pa dodo atu a kodani farmer Colinac Misty Epidank na ne dodo pa wo sa mense herbal clinic e wo so korma mpon sa mense herbal clinic e was so kormampon ekwa na ekotek no se dware sa efie to so no a fresa number si 0240616061 ana 0205573555 mema dre frena gan mema woni fie du nwotwe entumi no bi
the luckiest
star 712 hash
luck is everywhere for everyone yeah
Welcome
and Nafufua. A dial star 712 hash and found no regrets. A side comma investors are a striking gold. A comma health workers are a diagnosing lack with precision. A side comma that tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. Say a comma passionate fan on also entering containing a joy. After to the seamstresser or turning the hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, come on, if you say your next big win is right here.
Dial star 712 hash and join the luckiest winning celebration. From the 1st of July 2024, dial star 712 hash to keep buying tickets as a group, individual, or even as a community. Win loads of cash and prizes in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Join the winning streak now.
The luckiest
Star 712 hash.
luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah, the luckiest.
Good energy hits the road with exciting choices to energize your ride, giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice.
Goil, yeah. Ayaresepi mu Hadia Wangara Asuyeye. Ejodo for wa yare bi te say hypertension, diabetes, pressure, stroke, etete wo na wodofu bi. Eye glaucoma na etete wo. Bomode na fa ba bedan Hadia Wangara na Hadia Wangara e wa ho nso ano na ehu iya no a wode be so wo so ama yare na efiri wa kwa mu. Na yare no kwa ensan na chi ensan emba biem. Empo wa ho mu yare te say etwere, edambo, eka, duabo, eda wo so no. Bomode na fa bra bedan Hadia Wangara. Onyankopon de ehu nim ne ehu tumi e de adom Hadia Wangara se onfa emwo onipa dasani na onyi onipa dasani mfi emponkyere ohaw ne amane atete ne nkwana na nyinara emu enti bre na fa wo haw na bedan Hadia Wangara na onyankopon emfa ne basa so emfa nsa wo yade fre Hadia Wangara wo 05544342288 05544342288 anase 0549711611 0549711611
Akakavo Dwekpa Top Radio back kore
Edikanfo no kura ko manu atum omo yedin mitie ho wutie ho yanyina tie ho omminim owusua doctor wonsua krokra kwabna wusua ajeman the governor on Final Point social political show kwabna toja pm yanko.
All right, 4 minutes after 8, Final Point on top 103.1. My name is Kwabena Ozu Ajman, the governor. My name is Dr. Fred Awal. The NDC manifesto on pulse and development, of course, the innovation and plans. That's John Dramani Mahama, former president, on the second term, and Babi Dinko. To only a spokesperson on pulse, Babi Dinko. And like I said, says Sane Beko there or 80% incoming sports minister. You be trouble on the pants because sports minister be anywhere Ghana how unyane yisa. Well, me bon pese nensabe kana so ya hwede obeti Doc Akwaba
Meje so
me ma Johnson
that's
Top Radio back kore
aboko say campaign ya na yegusu ye
so at the training campaign no send I see combine that.
Oh, say at the chere one nimre. To go chere dia. Now I share campaign somewhere. Now I cover campaign.
Okay.
So yeah, blending me in it's academics there. At the chere no but we so yeah community service and our community development. Near the political parties ejumano and no criteria for community development or service in T. We are we kakra now I we so kakra.
Okay. Na more rounds on it to say.
Oh, so far so good. The message is sinking.
Is change coming?
Oh, we clearly see it. It's just a matter of when, not if. When to the effect that by 7th December, the people of Ghana will make a resounding decision to bring back His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to continue with his transformation agenda of this great country, Ghana.
So why should we bring John Dramani Mahama? Persona yene natna yenim how city yenim ni bibia and I say papa wabre Why should we bring him again? For what reason?
Okay, so we may not delve into so much of the conversations, but clearly, as at the time His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was getting out of power, the dollar was just 4 cedi. Now it has rocketed to 16
cedis,
and still going. That alone should tell you that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was a better manager of the economy of our country.
So, and when we want to be real and sincere,
yes,
the umbrella that John Dramani Mahama ebu na mamu was here, no? Do you think say same umbrella na John Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ebu na mamu was here? I don't know if you are getting me.
No.
If you look at the insensema ACC under John your friend Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo
and John Dramani Mahama, they be usher the efforts to fight corruption. You know, corruption has become integral to Afrocentric politics. Politics are Africa are corruption. Adia ebe mpa. But usher, for example, Ghana, usher Mahama na usher Akufo-Addo. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama original the nice no corruption. Example, National Sports Authority na Abugapele
yeah.
Ordin sanko ka aban sika no. Abugapele ye pepe ni to say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. But aban amfa nche no. Or my law no for the own cause. Okay, Victoria Hammer.
Yes.
Vic Wendisika.
Never.
She just imagined that if onya sika beye say or beja politics no and the driver record no and a ball radio so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye there or unifi
for that adwin
correct, just for the thought of
yes,
it.
Yes,
but yenhwe ne esi wo His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo abaim, clearing people who are doing evil consistently. The latest relates to the sports which I represent. Pius are now a deputy sports minister. Okay, I say Emrebi or the Nipabi call Australia for the Olympic Games.
Yeah,
a lot of them went illegally because now or parking Nipa as media people or media people. When the media took it up, almost say investigations and they cleared him. Yes, sir. Then just last week, Pius on a campaign platform says that when you vote Muyimi as member of parliament as for Esujamaya World Cup call USA 2026 may the Esujamaya Nipa from Esujamaya be called World Cup.
If I let me quote him, unquote.
Okay.
Se mo pese mo mane mo bra.
Correct.
Mo amunim se Australia kra na ekwan wa no.
Correct.
Me de Ghana for ye den ekoye. Na America ha ye na where's we say no. Mo to abayi me ma me be ye member of parliament e wa Sujamaya. Me de mo be kwa mo aye den akobo bra. And that is where na me no problem.
Correct. So
I say obi o person me leader e wo ma we. Wa man say you can't be in this country na wa bobra.
Apart from you can't be in this country na wa bra no. Yeah, clear already of wrongdoing from the Australian visa. It means that the government didn't do due diligence. Near Pius catcher Ghana for ne say me made boneda. Inti mun say yimi na membra na ma mensa be did there bonne because near oil no illegal migration. Okofa omo as what? Because se Ghana the contingent sports festival bia athletes, supporters union, there are categories. It's not members of a given constituency. So when you know a prayer bebre was on my
very well. Now Yemra sports.
Okay.
Are you into sports?
Yes, I am.
And I quite say I buy the be a doctor, yes, or messing are you into sports?
Clearly so. Now I think also that you must get a perspective on the conversation regarding sports. Sports na enye obonkwa.
No.
You are a sports journalist.
Yeah,
we also have sports researchers.
Yeah.
So do you understand?
It's not about no.
Clearly so.
It's not about say the obonkwa. So if I say you are into sports, so you are very naive.
About
sports, we naive onim kra onim. It's like one of my producers. Okay, so more Black Star player too credit onim.
Okay, all right.
But a friend a political we say they are. That is why I asked you say are you into sports?
Yeah, that's fair.
And let me say me bo NDC abaso.
All right.
ye na ye ni fee kakra say ye follow sports no. I think mo manage sports more than MPP.
That is very true.
From me from free from President Kofo so President Kofo at least say na ye hu say or the qualify first time e dey call your friend is a World Cup e dey ani je back room say mobile mo betwa so 2010 mo dey call South Africa. In fact baby a Ghana akudura ma ani je back room say South Africa World Cup mo under NDC same we say no under John Mills na no ye winning under 20 correct. World Cup same under John Mills ye winning Africa Cup under 20
correct.
But even your friends say mo na mo sande ye call I think say yes NDC yeah and
under 17 under Jerry John Rawlings
until yen share same free one yen share sports under NDC.
Okay, so one of the biggest things are Ghanaians pride your own is African Cup of Nations really 4 times. Under those 4 consecutive times you winning African Cup of Nations the last one was under PNDC 1982 and you can ascribe it to the National Democratic Congress. Osha under Jerry John Rawlings FIFA under 17 World Cup winning sign runner ups signed the 3rd place all under Jerry John Rawlings. Under 20 so we brought a winning medal. So when and then the one you actually said 2010 clearly the semi-finals the quarterfinals we took Ghana in there to reach that far. It's unprecedented. The records we have relative to sports in Ghana as a political party they seen a lot of the political parties, especially
Obi Subeka, especially what?
NPP,
yes. Obi Subeka say maybe aya na a leaders, like to say the Ukraine ebe soon just after your friend is John Mills, the late John Mills. John Dramani Mahama take you over and I suppose no share say FASA but we know what actually happened there was Brazil. You buy a beti whole committee whole same baby and from there and I suppose and share that any beam. So we because it's not about the political parties, about the leader.
Well, it can be so. It can be a coincidence that at any given time that the NDC is in power, sports get improved. And your coincidence, we call something a sequence in research. So I didn't see now saying it means there's something that is what bringing the results and by chance. So clearly the sequences are pointers to the fact that anytime the National Democratic Congress is in power, then the laurels for Ghana usually go high.
And the last AFCON cry Koyam say it also second year every course so it was under NDC, I guess.
Clearly so.
Yes, yeah. Both penalties and the about sports are now. Yenhwe wona Okasama sports ewo manifesto num. Manifesto a Modeba 2024. The more they convince say na mo mayen. Inti yenjina so na yento abama o the okasa was sports wo Dr. Fred Awa
yes
and na okasa Emma sports yeni nkomo dey na modeba on board if say Ghana for eto aba Emma mo 2024 say 2025 mo take over.
Okay, what 10 proposals are they share with the people of Ghana. Number 1 is say the Premier League and your competitive view.
Yeah,
it is because of the low conditions of play of footballers. Inti,
yeah. Far away, come microphone.
Yeah. Dream say, ba. One of the things, be improve Premier League. They say, be to Premier League players on allowances and your salary allowances, augmented allowances. Why do we say so? A lot of the Premier League players, are much less than 400 Ghana cedis a month. Now, less than 400 Ghana cedis a month, that is not motivating enough to let them play and give the country its best. So, in line with that, say every Premier League clubs near 18,
yeah,
and the average numbers that each club registers is 30. Some do 25, others do 40. So, average near 30. Into say a Premier League clubs, or more. Allowances are ebema players now concentrate about ball because it's obi betima training
every month.
Yes, every month, yeah. And it's just a little token when you look at a government doing that, because
all the teams,
just Premier League clubs, not
not
Division 1, not Division 2.
You say we players edge camera, you still give them.
We are giving that the augmented allowances to ensure that they perform high. Why? His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has always held that we must nurture local talents for the Ghana Black Stars. He has been saying it, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, so say open harness local talents. Now, mobile Black Stars are more. Now, local talents are not motivated. Clearly, Premier League no enkoye. Inti augmented allowances, but this is the thing that goes with it. So that so obo local league nko na wanya chance and sign external contractor. More government di aboa no but say onya opportunity na okwa abrochire ko bobo na o sign a contract no a percentage would come to what the fund, so that the behwe omo echire eba no. So a sustainable model a per se start, but government must take the lead. Into committee monthly allowances, so that obo na 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 1 year. So most of the salaries of the players, at least you can be sure
that we receive from the government, and I'll take it from the government, it can sustain you,
so that you can concentrate and play the football. Number 2, when the quality of the football players is enhanced within the local league, it attracts funding and sponsorship to the local league. Do you understand? Because so you're investor now, local league, no. Players are not motivated. But when they are motivated and then they are giving their best,
good games,
correct.
A man for Beko Park. Be attracted. Sponsorship.
Okay. A proposal number 1. Number 2, so a proposal out of the failure of the current government.
So maybe me what you're telling Ghanaians and I say if NDC Bapa 2025 ye Premier League na ye ball Ghana han all the premier players more allowance every month more allowance, that 18 teams in Nina,
correct, and a women's league women's Premier League,
and so more allowance,
correct. So a stimulus package mami treasury onim say only media persons cause I say but sika bebre na aban e de comma private sector by who say under the SY NDC government where His Excellency President Mahama was leading us. Stimulus package for pharmaceutical industries. Currently the NPP government has a similar for what the agri sector, except that fertilizer or more approval or more ankasa say the embezzle ako Tongo, Cote d'Ivoire, ni Burkina, ni other African countries. But I say your model now it is going to help us, improve the Premier League and also ensure that there is competition within the league system. Sorry, Pierce, my throat is struggling.
All right, so live on top 103.1. Yene Dr. Fred Awa, and this is spokesperson on sports. And any didn't come was studio. I say 19 minutes after 8. And they all kind of Yamia Domina Motoaba, all the premier
league clubs,
clubs, you know. Mumbai making sure so we have 18 league clubs, like he said, and we don't fix a number of players, but each club must register 35 players. But then you're winner, so total say you can't 8 your friend is saying 35 times 18 a benya 630 players. And you are talking about 630 players every month.
That's so we'll pay allowances. So my main clarification also on what you just got on the web. The 35 is
okay. In fact, this is my sports journalist or what has said.
Okay, that's fine. Because some register as low as 25 players, and
so the
others. So they be striking average in research. When there's low and high, you stay at the mean. So 40 and then 25. So you say 30.
Yes. So 2025. If all the players, all the teams decide it's okay. You register the maximum number now GFA and the Amayeno. that is 35.
It has never happened in the history
and
of...
it will happen because now they're going to get support from government.
No, clearly so. That's why we are working with GALCA. We don't like abuses. We are working with the Ghana League Clubs Association. Before our manifesto, we met them, headed by Kujo Fienu. And then after the launch of the manifesto, we decided to meet them again to give us a blueprint on the implementation strategy. And because we are working with GALCA, it is because of things like this we envisage that people may want to take advantage of government, that we decided we will work with their body, the body that oversees all of the premier clubs in Ghana, so that we ensure that no club takes advantage of us.
So let's take for instance 2025. All the teams decided, so, okay, this time last year we registered 25, last year we registered 30, this time Emrani say meet me registered 35, so I'm going for 35.
Well, as long as
maybe on share 35, Koroko 35, Accra House of Oak 35, Legon every 35. Now a mouse and number now. Will you say no, last year we registered 20, and so go back to your 25?
No, if legitimately 35 is what they have registered, we'll take care of them. But remember, it's not going to be a burden only on government, because if originally your own budget as a club could afford the payment of only 25 and you move it to 35, it means that your wage bill will increase by 10. And that would also mean that whilst you think you want to benefit from government, you as a private investor will also have some level of commitment to make to your player.
Okay, you met Kujo Fienu.
Yes, we did.
And just after the lunch,
not just Kujo Fienu, the entire GALCA, but he's the president.
But you are aware that FA is trying to do it compulsory, or the Mreba say every team should at least register 35, not less.
Well, but that is not going to be a problem, because originally we are budgeting for 30. So if there's +5 on each, then it's not it does. So it's not a challenge.
And that will let the money come down. Maybe more budgeting 500 every month for that players. And now we'll be already 35.
Well, that is for us and GALCA to decide.
Okay.
Because
and
we have
a so okay, fine. You to register 35 no. By the year support to 30.
Well,
the government is supporting, and which is and also
well, those are these scenarios you are bringing up. We envisage them, but when you say a buying or political party doesn't have all of the answers, that's why we consulted the specialists in the field, and that specialist is GALCA, the body that oversees the Premier League. Into our mobile advising here.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
And when they advise us, we would implement it, and then we'll move it from there.
And also a man Premier League in also count.
Correct.
Wow. This is not good. Any bad idea.
Any bad idea. You see, in the long term, ebe enhance your GDP. As at now, sports contributes to 1.4% of Ghana's gross domestic product. And if we invest more in sports, just give it a matter of 5 years, sports will be one of the major contributors to Ghana's employment and also its foreign income earnings and the gross domestic product. In Tenya idea, I buy at now or say we have done the research for 3 solid years, and this is what we have come out with to enhance the Premier League and then the playing body of that league.
Okay, that's great. So
number 2, emergency refurbishment or maintenance of the stadia.
Okay.
And that is as a result of the failure of the NPP government, because the reality is that government has approved monies for the refurbishment of this stadia. Abai the Sika Ama for refurbishment of a total of 85 million cedis.
85 million cedis for 2 stadia. Yes.
Not 2. There are more than 2. You have Esipong, we have Baba Yara, we have Accra Sports Stadium.
Okay,
and each of them. So, for instance, Esipong is 41.9 million. That has been given for what? Refurbishment. In net pressure by, Minister of Finance, PSA, or they are still on the refurbishment exercise. 22.4 million for Accra Sports Stadium, 1.1 for Baba Yara. All of this nature say abano dear, how do you say omo boy abro. Inti say about yebe embarking on refurbishment of what? 5 stadia. Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, Sekondi, and then Cape Coast. We will refurbish them to bring them to what? The FIFA standards. Now, I was saying, who say, apart from sika yi a aban release a omo atuama contractors already a omo ye adwuma no, Ghana Football Association so g 260 million from FIFA for the maintenance of what? Our pitches. So why are our pitches still not working effectively for us to play our games within Ghana? So when you know, there are two political parties that are proffering solution to what? The sporting sector. Some are, NPP is already in power, monies are released and they are not using them for the purposes for which it's intended. Yes, say, Mumbai 2 million sports stadium, no, you better improve your so you better improve stadium so that within Ghana, you better host your matches. I was saying, menfa my feed so kase. Bana ya bani ya say yentimi and you see your local stadium for any international match, you know, it has financial implications. Say Kobo, Ewo Burkina, Ana Togo, Ana Benin, using that as our home, we are going to incur $1 million per match. Sa sika no ke wo ha, adentina ya amfa anye de ejuma fufura ebeboa oman Ghana. Inti we nyina na e wo se mo assemchirofo enhwe na mo probe government no because oman sika me no sika na omo de sa ejuma no. Ne etoso ne University College of Education Winneba. And I was in Bisansa. Yeah, I'm stressing. Yeah.
So now, more kase ye say ya masika dada say nka yem fancy parks no study and all can say mobile you make sure say mobile say adwuma no na sika na akọ waste no money any plans to get that money for the country. Yeah,
budget, yeah, fair no Operation Recover All Loots.
Okay, I can't be.
Operation Recover All Loots near say sika current government in the idea enya oman kwanso. Yeah, budget ni na ya ma punitive measures. Say was say unko demu na wa kodem. Why? His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has made it very clear.
Are you going to see this action next year?
Oh, clearly so. It is one of the cardinal issues of the National Democratic Congress, because a lot of the coffers of the states have been depleted. Chese sika e was say oman emfanye ejuma akọ di nipensem te o say yenje na emfanye oman ejuma inti sika we nyina say yen hu ejuma ye de ye would investigate. All African games are ebae this sika almost the share games. So I was saying where exactly did the monies go in, to the extent that Sports Minister Bektimaka said or not to a certain amount to GBC. Director of GBC so say and yes sir mutia lesser amount. Sika sem was sports sector no I was say investigate yes sir correct.
So like I said on our wakasa edema and this manifesto on sports
correct
and me intro so osha make be say likely for you to become sports minister yeah me can say the me na make normally ayo mo edu omo toto ano no oba 80% say ono na obenya. If you happen to be the sports minister 2025 what will be your priority or your sports side?
Well, a number of issues. First is ensuring that our stadium meets the international standards. I don't know, it will ensure that our players are comfortable coming home when you invite them to come and play, because they know that the rate of injuries will be low. They also know that they will have global standard pitches like where they play abroad. And no Bema Eniji Asaba Ghana football. A second priority is sports education.
Sports education.
Yes or no? Now talent yes sports are not sports here largely issue of talent, but this year it has moved beyond talents. You need some level of education regarding the sporting sector. Say as a political party, University of Education Winneba was sports college. You see upgrading into a full-fledged sports university.
Oh
yes. Then we'll learn
so you're sports
university in Ghana. And I didn't say it is already a college in Ghana, in Winneba. The facilities are already there. So it is just about renovation and making the pitches standardized, so that we don't just look at sports as talent related, but as a science, as issues that relate to food, nutrition, sports medicines, age cheating, and how to determine it. All of that, it has to be learned within the nook and cranny of our country, Ghana.
Way back. Coast. I never change my term and that is where we pick more talent in Ankasa the free. More consider that.
Coast point number one, together with the issue of funding Premier League clubs. Okay. I can give you as an example. Yes, I know cool soccer is very pronounced because school of Boga Secondary School or Boga Tanga. So there was talent hands through the cool system. It is a own school now ball or room, at least you have some basic level of education. There was funding to ensure that you have a scholarship now at school. Now Amas the school team. No? And then investors like Nestle Ghana came in with Milo Games to ensure that they would enhance the talent hands at the coast level. Valco also put in their money through the Valco Trust Fund and almost pager coast soccer. We've done it in the past and we are bringing it back because we have
which is possible.
Clearly so. It's not about so much money. It's just about government commitment, and then the private sector will come in and we will push the agenda of sports development in this country.
So now, first point, your Premier League, mobile has a bekoye, mobile tria, mobile allowance
for
players and Premier players, so that Ghana acheka ama ball na be very attractive. As I'm here, the yako your friend is stadium to say the new supporters say ball crowd want it. So according to you, under NDC your Premier League beba be kama
correct
your beba benya Sports University
correct at University of Education with a sporting college you upgrading into a full-fledged sports university.
Mobema all our stadiums ni na ba be standard FIFA.
You be upgraded into the FIFA
standard. Correct. And we're going to see that under John Dramani Mahama administration.
Correct.
Okay. And also coast, so you're part of Premier League,
Okay. So the first point talks about coals, Division 1, Division 2, and then Premier League.
So now me person Division 1. What happened to Division 1 when you are giving Premier allowance?
Well, so it is to ensure that they are also playing competitive football so that they will be ambitious enough to get into the Premier League. So just 2 days ago, me call Kings Palace FC Akosombo. They are a Division 1 club. And me call say mobile casa they actually omo challenges. Abine to the extent that mobile Premier Division 1, Division 2. And more high mamo. By any allowances for your players. Okay. So we have started discussions with the clubs.
Maybe almost park,
maybe mowing machines to ensure that the grasses are kept clean. Stockings and boots, those related. Something small to help them play competitive and be ambitious enough to get into the Premier League. That is just to incite competition. Sporting sector and especially football and koneni. Beyond this also, as I'm sure for more say obina or a boxer, no or a footballer, no a athlete, but say siano. Wa boni ball ne we enti na bra ball aye basa.
Maybe along the line of crowd could pry.
Okay.
20 man konenim.
Omono yesi. We are going to provide careers for ex-sports persons. A career into who says, Ebia boxer, Bobbio. What stops government from training you so that you become a trainer of boxing in our secondary schools or the universities? And our trainer, like the knowledge that you gathered whilst you were in active playing life, and you say more training now, support it on mine through the talent hands. Then we also have the issues of establishing sports centers of excellence. 3 of them. in the northern, eastern, and then the central zones of Ghana. And we are doing this in partnership with the private sector and the universities. Now, the issue of governance, and yet only on my government, I was say, ebetimaye jumano manakoni. In any private sector, be call into some partnership, and when you know is to develop talent hunting at the local levels.
All right, so live on top 103.2, any Dr. Fred Awal, and this is spokesperson on Spurs. Our manifesto no and no aiding common. So yeah, local team, local league, you know, and within plans for national teams.
Yeah, so we share your manifesto number 5. Yes, say we are going to diversify sports. So we are not going to invest only in football. We are looking at how to help other national teams like the women's national team, boxing,
so you're not
athletics.
Going to focus with that
only para sports. Any you know idea edaya kumaso. Say about the reality is that near a heartbeat as a nation and football. But clearly so, we say so. Papa, a lot of you may have 2 or 3 brothers or siblings.
Yeah.
He may have his favorite, but he doesn't ignore the others.
That's true.
Yeah. So, the National Democratic Congress did said all other sporting activities will not be neglected. We would give energy to them equally like football, except that in the minds of Ghanaians, football is something that you already love. Whilst we are doing that investment, you may share other sporting sectors also.
Black Stars and the band national team news black senior national team nipe all under 2017 Nina Baba Beke Hobi.
Correct.
I'm a young who to say there under John Mills and John Mills, yes, under 2040 and him African wedding and Yekuhusa.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. That's fantastic.
Ban athletics in SWA. Who say usually participating on behalf of Ghana, no, and yeah, idea government I deliberate effort say or training or be on school or US and now United Kingdom be now or say apart from part of his school training, no, now or a sportsman. Then Ghana discovers the person, then he becomes part of the running team when we are going to Olympics or other competition. Yes, he have a deliberate effort. Deliberate effort, and they say from the beginning we would put an investment in you, so that in the long run you can run for Ghana, and beyond that, and so no, you have a career plan. I will put in place a career plan for you, so that after your active sporting life, there will be schemes related to your pensions.
All right, so live on top 103.1. I don't know if this time, so remember, listeners, this will be a question for you to answer there. I don't know. Normally, that is how we do it here. Ebi ana obi a question be ono so pese o misao na ya anye na ono so ide ebisa so we na ya ade a nyankopon ya ado na NDC win here we are going to see John Domini Mahama demonstration normal mo be ye e de ama polls ha say
correct
enti for how de be ka ho
o dey be as
the more de ne de sisi this is what the more ye aya ade ba ko a e wo Ghana sports umpa ne say corruption it does dodo yes go sports journalist dey be o mukasi kadie ma o hwe dey announce video or the babble videos or the babble and no one for how are you going to solve that? I know say way back Neil and Vanderpool try but yamra ni GF who sense when so CD. How are you going to do that?
We share the preamble to our sports manifesto. Point number 3 say enhance sports ethics and administration. Ethics part has to do with what? Corruption. Do you understand? Into systems, a governmental commitment. Into so if annually is a practice in here say supervision rule now a week over time, we would strengthen it to ensure that sika abind the bema say yem fan yes sports na edi be enye bibi fufro bio. So idea a preamble to our manifesto, the issue of sports ethics, and no is to solve the corruption part of it.
All right, Mamima Atifu Mremu, na ansana masamba back to you. I'm more free crowd that. So 0303-944-864, 0303-944-864. If you have a question, I'm try and why in very short area, mami. Na question so Mr. Honorable na Wobisa na mami.
Hello. Hello, fine, Governor Pump today on.
Emi adumo na unso e.
You want me to pay professor na kasafra buso kan.
Bra kwesi fantastic. Mami nti o
bra kwesi. Me pacho. Doesn't be so one or two on question kakra. One that you will name more Ghana. Yeah, customer. The policy or the money panel. No waka. What be try say and I any father do. Yamna suni okuwi. And then you entra na mama. This is not your question. Kwasi, men kasa attack could be a question because I brought that thing in. This is your omo year. It is all question opposite Misa. Going forward in DN and no more baby. Wadama, besides both the two party and the NPP, Omanishi, Yamagana. Omani, baby, Papa Bia. But I say, hello, good evening.
Good evening, Governor.
Sir.
But I'm here. Only a better answer. Sabrina, didn't continue. My friends, I'm not anything. Your friends.
Hey.
No, your friends.
Dr. Fred Awa. Yes, Francis online in your crap position. Who you kakra mame? Why they?
Me say ka ti ya ye chimeto ni bedi ya ye na misram na umpejan mama na kwa tenten ya hoto. Na kwatete nsema me ni achi na mo mami ko football no na mo nya football ni sa ke ko se na football ni krai nti football ni kind this new people di o mak watan se sa no mbe dia ene ye do ma si ye tfom na mi sure.
Amen. And you beto no be dia mate. Hello, good evening. Oh, sorry, we ain't imagining. So sorry. 0303-944-864. 0303-944-864. O question day. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I didn't have free.
Independent because free Kaneshi.
So be our question, mommy.
Don't show me busao or Kasembi. Na me beso sitting a clean Ghana Puna TV. What say Omuba power. Let's a corrupt system babia. Obi a discount some panya studio and I stadium and I said Mupanya maintenance or the stadium no anyano. Ombe prosecutors uncle for Magana Pong say. Nami Busan say NDC I don't believe the judiciary. Almost Ghana judiciary. John Mahmoud judicial leader. That's my question.
Okay, but I say hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Governor.
Sir, but into your question.
I'm about your mediano and yeah, question. But say now, median say, who should we have to win your business? Recognize what and Maunia I get a back any of my party here. And to feel that share we don't say back now. Players here more allowances. Every more when you at the Bobo, I'm a Premier League now. I say to get you against
as I'm in Crawford, no money question. Obi a adventure it will be a question beer or bar or more person on yen or be age with Missassa. The more yen in adventure. Hey, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. So bar, but your friend Becky. Also, I'm about the kitchen more. I do this canny at their own. Okay, they have one price for Mobile when you say, or regime. And the Elvis or what this called this Sumba Braswa, you didn't put now called this Sumba Brasu. And people and this woman I look at Dio, one. And now I'm regime Elvis and called this Sumba Brabas to cook with the Kubesicana or the Sumba Brasu Mujano. You engineer prosecution. Eh? It's a thing of mobile proxy or mobile jailing for. Okay, yeah, okay. Mother,
okay, so sister Bakimida say, I think Yemfa de aka na answer your question. Dog, ya kwen say question sister Bakimida say. Hello. Omo can okay be wala me for last caller. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
The question is, Monsu Dia said, Obabinya, power be minister for sports. Oh, Nyada. We win your question. 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 Your friend is saying, dog. There may be sign say nani pamino. I say omuni jide one PPNDC mubium. And only a politician more cost to Ghana has say no. And no be yan say and second. But I say say more GD ewo ye judicial system no more na say mo ba mo betimi whatever more can say be a mobile say a buga pele dia na wo kan mo betimi ayesa no man.
So clearly no any political party bia na omo nema basa at least wa ofre abuga pele din SC wa ye mre so no ye fa action ma se CRC abuga pele ye de his odem. Do you understand? And the issue of the judicial system, no, believing it or not depends on the government in power. So say within the NPP,
I think he's out now. But more processing. I say
okay.
NPP.
No, maybe me too. I want to say that at least we took action. Although he's not in the so three now.
In fact, talk prison.
Or prison. So that's what I meant.
And second, Victoria Hammer.
Yeah, like clearly we did. Inti enyen and a cresse NDC NPP the same. The commitment with which NDC fights corruption, NPP doesn't do so.
And that doesn't take out the fact that corruption happen under NDC.
Oh yeah, so when I started, I said that corruption seemed to be an integral part of the African politics, but the governmental commitment to fight it is what every African government needs, and John Mahama has exhibited that over time. I gave you two evidences. But clearly we have also seen instances that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has cleared people to go, whilst on the face of the matter the people are guilty. That brings in the issue of judiciary. So judiciary, they are part of the government, so if the executive doesn't interfere with their work, they can do their work well. But if you clearly interfere,
that is where the separation of powers
checks and balances. We haven't done that. No, absolutely. We haven't done that. Yeah. We haven't even done that in the past. I don't see.
Some will interfere.
No. And we won't do that in future. So if you do wrong, even if you are an appointee of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he has made a commitment to the people of Ghana that even his own appointees, if you touch anything that is not supposed to be yours, obekwa with them.
All right, so you have general campaign. What do you actually kakra? Ghana are they ready for John Dramani Mahama and NDC?
Clearly so. Now, most of our students, first year, when they get their admissions, one of the key challenges they have is that school fees. Admission. So right from there now, my school dropouts. No fee stress. First year admission fees ni na yefa.
We baby say what's the big deal? Even the basic one money padodo na difficult for them 3 years and will be for no honka free. So it's a over first year tertiary. What's big deal?
Tertiary education na a beginning point for a nation's development, because omona middle class after the graduation. So if you have a lot of them dropping out because omuntimin to school fees na aye asem ama a chrome no ana omaino. So we as a socialist oriented political party are proposing that. Number two, because we are a gender sensitive political party and we also understand that our women suffer a lot, especially the traders, we are coming out with the Women's Development Bank. These monies will be given to the women, will not be loans like we have in other regimes. They are going to be grants into OJA. Say 1 cedi na OJA obetua the same one cedi onfa interest bia enka ho. And this also makes it easier for our market women to borrow money from government, because issues of collateral has always derailed their efforts to get borrowings from the established banks. When the people of Ghana sit back and look at what is happening now and what we are proposing for the future, clearly their heartbeat goes for the National Democratic Congress. And on the MIGDA say, ye be amana yefe.
Nti campaign ekoye
bebia yeje awawo etu. Correct. Na se sia ne e wo say yen Ghana for making sure say embe mu ni say the auditing of what
the register
from the Electoral Commission, because
are you going to join the demonstration tomorrow?
If I'm not there, then there's no demonstration. I'm going to be there, clearly so, because it's an issue, and in that demonstration I'm representing you, him and others who will not be able to show their faces, because when you vote, your vote must be protected, and the Electoral Commission is the custodian of the votes. We want to ensure that no vote goes to a place that it's not supposed to be. We are not saying favor the NDC. We are saying bring NDC on the table, bring NPP on the table, bring the other political parties on the table. Let us collectively vet what is in the electoral register. If there are things that are inconsistent, let's get them out. If there are things that are supposed to remain in there, let them be. Let's go to the polls and then let the people of Ghana decide who should lead them.
What MPP did way back 2016. Now that a multi bench, now most more share the course for NPP against Electoral Commission, and now the table has 10. Now more against Electoral Commission, the MPP is on the bench, just or more share the more. Why always this? I could say same script but different characters.
The demonstration is a democratic right. At a given time when a political party feels that there are concerns relative to an issue and they draw the attention of stakeholders and the stakeholders do not hear, you must let the bigger stakes hear. That's the people of the country hear through a demonstration. And that is almost like an appeal to the institution that no, people are fed up with your irresponsiveness to particular issues, so action must be taken.
After demonstration tomorrow, what next?
Well, I don't have the authority to speak. I don't have clearance to speak about what happens next.
Okay.
But clearly after tomorrow, you would hear from the National Democratic Congress.
More demonstrators actually Ghanaians said, say.
I was say, MBA voters register no. Na ye making sure say obia I was say on voting ni din aye den ewom.
Yeah, auditing.
Correct. Yeah, audit.
Independent we say institution being auditing. That is what you people are calling for, no?
No, clearly so. We are saying that let's bring the specialist, and then also we will bring our specialists. NPP will bring their specialists. Then collectively we all agree that what we are doing is the right what? 10. So it is not a selfish agenda of the NDC, but for the collective interest of the people of Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Doctor, yes, sorry. So, and then how they come on that
okay, near Yebe can say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Shemo Bosse 7th December Munina and how do you say promises or Shemo Bo is that Shemo Bosse by 7th December Obia Piena Mochu see the National Democratic Congress Nanyamia Aduma Yeba Yebesisa Nema Bebre in the sporting sector Yebe Tia Premier League players stadium no asesia CAF abani ni nyina ye be refurbish omo aba standard e wo say ye betima aye de abobol so from whichever season that we are in.
Enti yem to abama mo.
Yeah, Monto Abama, I vote for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for a transform.
Now this time we're going to see something different. John Dramani Mahama administration.
Clearly so, it is his last season and he wants to leave legacies. Say Siano.
Nti say Nanado say Nijidia and as an wishness or hand over the Amaba Omia. How do you feel?
So those are comments that can threaten the security of the nation. As a leader, at any given time, much as you would have interest, but as long as you sit on that seat, your conversations should gear towards uniting people. And to unite people, you must not make pronouncements that are skewed to a certain political candidate. So, His Excellency Nanado Adodanko Akufo-Addo ni say NDC winia on hand over peacefully na Ghana for asonjo.
Only the crowd only say cry. If NDC winia only say
correct. I am they say more as media people are.
Say.
No, clearly so. Say yeah, omo win pe na e jama 2016.
And I'm also win pen and also jama.
Clearly so. So yeah, they say what
kasa na ya mo Canada. You who say munye ibia o. Kasa hunu e no mu ina aka.
Okay.
Yeah. And this wins our the president on to me.
Correct.
Only sure be. That's a fact. We young fancy and this win here, Mr. President Akufo-Addo. Only sure be. You just handle. MPP win here and this money share. You just go and sit down, do your homework, come back next time.
So what we are asking for is a very transparent electoral register, so that any political party that loses will not have cause to complain that the register was skewed. But from where we sit, the NDC is winning, inshallah.
Doctor Fred Awal, NDC spokesperson on sports. Yeah, that's say your toes are from by.
Yes,
you wish him good luck.
Yes,
we have less than little over 2 months.
Absolutely.
And every day yame be. Unko so an can send paniche Ghana for na Ghana for Ntomonsem.
Thank you.
And when you come so amonya the panel so Ghana for any. And we believe say inshallah. Nyame come on.
Amen. Yeah, damasi.
Yeah, that also.